Today we discuss about the life. Do you know what normally happens after your funeral? In a few hours the cry sound will be completely stopped. Family will be busy ordering food from hotels for relatives. Grandchildren running and playing. Some men would go to the tea shop for walk before going to bed. Your neighbor will be angry, thinking that your people may have thrown the ritual leaves close to their gate. A relative will talk to your daughter on the phone about not being able to come in person due to an emergency situation. At the next day's dinner, few relatives get reduced, and few complains of not having enough salt in the curry. Foreign relations would have secretly planned tourism, as if they had never looked so far on the way there. A relative may be complaining about funeral that he has spent a few hundred rupees more on his share. The crowd will slowly begin to dissolve. In the coming days, some calls may come to your phone without knowing you are dead. Your office will be rushing to find someone to replace you. 1 week later, after hearing the news of your death, some Facebook friends may search with curious sadness to know what your last post was. In 2 weeks your son and daughter will return to work after their emergency leave get over. By the end of the month your spouse will be watching a comedy show and laughing. In the coming months, your close relationships will return to the cinema and the beach. Everybody's life will go back to normal. Just as there is no difference between a withered leaf of a big tree and what you live and die for, it all happens so easily, so fast, without any movement. Rains have started, the election is coming, the crowds on the buses are as usual, an actress is getting married, the festival is coming, the World Cup cricket is going as planned. The flowers are in full bloom, and your pet gave birth to next puppy. You will be forgotten by this world at an astonishing pace. In the meanwhile your first-year death anniversary will be celebrated in a grand manner. In the blink of an eye. Years have passed and there is no one to talk about you. One day, just looking at old photos, one of your close friend may remember you. In your hometown, of the thousands of people you've become acquainted with, only one person may remember and talk about sometime. You may be living elsewhere, as someone else, if reincarnation is true. Otherwise, you will be nothing and will be plunged into darkness for decades. Tell me now. People are